this video, I'm going to talk about the number one attribute which creates the highest feminine essence. For so many of the questions I receive about feminine energy, some version of this will be the answer. And there are many ways which to cultivate your feminine essence, some of which are based on visuals and appearance, some of which are behavioral, and others which focus on nurturing certain traits and energies. But I'd argue that any of these comes second to none to the one thing we are talking about more in depth in this video, and that is the ability to let go. Typically, when we hear the phrase letting go, we relate it to letting go of the past. And whilst that is very important as well, what we're really talking about in this video, and when it comes to feminine energy, is letting go of control. The ability to let go of control is the main thing that will contribute to your feminine essence, and that is the subject we will mainly explore in this video. The tendency to attempt to take control of a situation when we best not is something that most of us will struggle with at some point in time. And that makes a lot of sense because in life, if we do not take action, no one will do it for us. Without self-agency, our life may become stagnant and we may miss out on important opportunities. We learn by advice and by experience that a lot of what's to achieve in life doesn't come easy, and if we want a piece of the pie, we are going to have to make an active effort, hence the need or urge to take control. But as a result, we may struggle with finding a balance of when to hold on and when to let go. And most often in romantic situations with men, trying to take control will hurt the outcome. But suppose we haven't been told nor taught other ways, in that case we'll keep trying the same way over and over again, getting similar results and collecting disappointment, which turns to bitterness, and bitterness is a poison for your feminine essence. But first of all, if you have the ability to take charge or control, that is a good thing. Self-advocacy is essential in modern life, and it will in many ways get us quite far, but not when it comes to the feminine and masculine. To achieve a healthy balance, it is just as important to be able to let go of control as it is to be able to take it. And our inability to relinquish control when it comes directly to men may hurt our efforts in building romantic connections. And to illustrate what I'm talking about, here are a few examples of how we may try to take control of the situation or the outcome with a man. Let's say that you've seen a guy around the gym or at your job, and the two of you have established rapport of some sort. Maybe you've had the chance to talk with him, or maybe not. Maybe it's still at the eye contact stage, or you've just noticed him around, but regardless of how far it's gotten or not, the thing is that you get a hint or sense that the interest might be mutual. For another example, let's say that you've been on a date with a guy and you like him so far. The two of you have had a great time and you're hoping to go out with him again. But aside from a text message from him saying that he had a great time and how nice it was to meet you, you haven't heard from him regarding a second date since. In situations such as these, where we're hoping for a specific outcome, so many women make the mistake of giving in to the urge of taking control of the situation because a man is taking too long to make a move. And when you go to your girlfriends for advice regarding it, they'll tell you that this is 2020 something and that you should be able to just be honest or ask what's going on or just ask him out. I personally wouldn't listen to this. I don't think it's good advice, and if it leads to anything, that'll be the exception and not the rule. Because the thing is, doing so is more often than not coming from a place of urgency, and that's an energy that is not going to feel good to that other person. So instead of stressing out and giving in to the urge of taking control of the situation because a man again is taking too long to make a move, let go of the outcome entirely. Trust that if he likes you, he will do something about it when he feels it is right. As women, when we like someone, we get so impatient, but winning a man's affection is about being able to give him some time to go at his own pace. And trust me, you will want him to feel like going after you is his idea instead of something he went along with. We can seriously ruin an entire new connection by how offended we can get that the guy we like is taking too long to make a move on us, and we take it as some sort of personal attack. Men fall in love in the distance more than women do, so if you want to build attraction with him, give him some space to come at you at his own pace. I do realize that some men are a bit on the shyer side and may need a nudge, but this is not the exception we're discussing right now. And letting the other party assume control doesn't mean being passive. It means being a willing, friendly participant and dropping the handkerchief. I do have a video that goes into dropping the handkerchief and what that means, so I will be linking that below, so you can go watch that after. And really, everyone needs the time to go at their own pace, not just men. And we will most likely hurt the process by trying to speed up that process. Instead, have some faith that the attraction is mutual. And while you're quotation marks waiting for his next move, get out of your head. When we like a man, we tend to daydream about him, and then we accidentally create a false image in our mind of who he is, which then becomes the image we project onto reality, and then get angry and pitiful about it when things don't go our fantasy way. We'll then show up with that conjured energy, and that is repelling to that other person. What's also really important to understand is that in the very moment when we are taking control, we force the other person into the role of the receiver, and receiving is a feminine energy. The feminine is the pursued and the masculine is the pursuer. And here I am still speaking strictly about energies. Because when you are a woman taking control, you are embodying the masculine. And in that moment, the man on the receiving end must choose to either receive and by that embody the feminine, or reject that role. And a lot of men will do the latter, thus losing interest. Masculine energy will not want to assume the feminine role. There's also another thing to this, which is that while women on average are happy receiving and giving love unconditionally and freely for simply being, men tend to only truly value what they earn. The feminine is the pursued and the feminine is the prize. When you use your masculine to pursue a man you like, have you not made him the energetic prize in your mind in that moment? Something to behold. Is that not why you're going after him? The pursued is the judge of their pursuer. The feminine is the ultimate judge of the masculine. The feminine holds all the power here. So if taking control with men has made you confused, disappointed, or bitter, maybe it's time to embody the feminine in these situations and let go and let the man pursue and impress you. And stopping attempting and pushing to give your love freely and unconditionally to men who have not yet shown you if they are deserving of it. Lean back and receive and assume the role of the judge instead. Don't pedestalize someone who has not earned that place with you. You have incredible divine inherent value just from your femininity. Even though the process may not be easy, you simply hold your power in a shift of energy. The feminine power over the masculine lies in letting go and receiving, and then judge whatever you receive by actually receiving it or saying no. Saying no, just like men do when they drop you when you're pursuing them. Many people new to these types of ideas thinks that letting go means being passive, and that is just so far from the case. But I am going to make another video going more into depth about receiving. For other resources such as a one-on-one coaching and books that I recommend, check out my description below. Thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel for more.